He's quite simply the king of golf, full of charisma, integrity, and undeniable talent. On this edition of Academy Live, Arnold Palmer shares some of his secrets with you. What are his 5 fundamental keys and how will following them lower your scores? What is the one thought Arnold has over a putt and how will it make you a better putter? Arnold tells you in his own words, and joining us in studio is a man mentored by the king himself, Brad Brewer. Brad shows you how Arnold's practice session thoughts will have you in attack mode on the course. It's the King and You on Academy Live right now.
The Golf Channel and the PGA of America present Academy Live.
That was where it started for Tiger. This current run of 5 in a row today was just another feather in the cap, if you will, for Tiger Woods. 5 in a row. We're going to talk a lot about the King tonight as we start 3 nights with the King, with Brad Brewer from the Brad Brewer Golf Academy. But we would be remiss if we didn't talk about Tiger as well. Brad, first of all, welcome to the show once again.
Thank you, Jerry. Good to be on.
It's a pleasure to have you here. I don't know how much you got to watch today, but another special performance.
I watched a little bit, and it was pretty impressive, to say the least. I mean, he really just did everything he had to do to win and did everything perfect. And so much fun to watch a player playing his best, like you know.
Absolutely. And one of the things that it reminds me of, when he won the Masters by 12 in '97, when he won the U.S. Open by 15, he seemed to be making everything. We saw that again today. We've seen it the last few weeks.
Yeah, today was amazing, especially his putting. I mean, he just had great feel on the greens. Didn't make a lot of errant swings, but he certainly rolled the ball as good as we've seen him in a long time. His pace control was incredible. I mean, that ball was tracking right into the center of the cup. And as a result, I mean, you know, you're going to see a ton of putts go in here.
This one at 5. And then, of course, the next one we see is the eagle putt. This is actually the 5th. I'm sorry, the previous one wasn't. This is for birdie at 5. And like you said, perfect speed.
Perfect speed control. I mean, his setup today was awesome. You know, he'll talk a little bit about being able to release the putter when he's in good posture. And today his posture was great, and he had a great feel for the putter head swinging.
Number 15 here. I bet it goes in.
And watch how still he stays here with his head. Bam. Dead solid perfect, right in the center of the cup.
And then the one that seals the deal. 17th hole, long range once again.
All right. Look at that. He knew it was in all the way. He just felt it right into the center. Awesome.
It's unbelievable. You mentioned speed control. Tiger talks about that a lot. Is what can we learn from Tiger, the way he's putting right now, from the fundamentals, from the thoughts that you might suspect are going through his mind?
Well, the first thing I see with him is posture-wise, he's really got a great alignment with his eyes over the ball, and he's got his hands in his shaft lined up in a fairly straight line. So from there, it's easier for him to just feel everything moves back and through in more of a one-piece sensation, with his focus being the club head. He really has a good feel for the putter swinging back and through, and you know, he tries to feel, and this is what I've been told from close people to him, he tries to feel like he allows the release of that putter to swing through. And when you do that, you get a good sense of the rhythm and tempo of the instrument instead of trying to get it too much in the big muscles or whatever.
When he was younger, when he was just a kitten, I guess, when he won the 3 U.S. amateurs in a row, he didn't release the putter that much. You watch that old video, and it's more of the old style stroke, just the shoulders only, wrist completely locked, no releasing whatsoever.
That's correct.
What is the problem with that?
Well, you know, in my personal opinion, the problem with that is you tend to kind of upstroke on it. You'll come up and out of the strike very easily. And you know, you'll see good putters when they swing the putter head through, the putter head stays nice and low and the head stays steady. Those are the two key elements. And when you're getting the whole one-piece sensation happening, the tendency is you rock upward on it, causes you to come up and out of the strike.
When I got a chance to host an Academy Live with Greg Norman on it just over a year ago, we've recently made a show, Greg Norman Tips from the Shark as well. I was shocked by the answer that I asked him when I said, what were you thinking when you got up over the putt? Because he always had a very long time between his last look at the hole and last look at the hole and hitting the putt. He seemed to get himself really stationary over the ball, really quiet. He said it was breathing. He was focusing on his breathing. Tiger seems to do the same thing. Very calm in his motions with his head, with his eyes, hardly even blinks. What do you think he's thinking? What do you think he's doing?
Well, I think he's thinking less. The least amount you think over the ball, I think, the better off you are. When you start getting over the ball and thinking about too many things, you're just going to lose your focus on the ball, target, and the field. I think he does a lot of his breathing behind the ball. You watch him get behind the ball, he spends a lot of time, you know, focusing on the line and getting a good feel for his rhythm. And breathing is a part of that. That allows him to be relaxed and calm and have good fine motor skills, especially the feeling in his thumbs and index fingers so that club head can swing.
There is only one king. We'll talk about Arnie a little later tonight. When we come back, we're going to talk about the heir apparent, the Crown Prince Tiger, some more right here on Academy Live. In addition, textbook Tiger Dr. Gio Valiente is going to stop by and try and help us understand why it is Tiger is basically rewriting the textbooks himself. Tiger or the King? Call to ask Brad your questions about the two golf legends and the King's Vault. We're going to go into our video vault and pull out some priceless tips from Mr. Palmer. Stick around, everyone.